Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Bitch, I'm hella hated. I'm hella hated. Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Let's get educated. Bitch, I'm hella hated. I'm hella hated. Yo, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Listen Doctor Radio, and I bring you guys a brand new show today, and I am brought to you by YouTube, Anchor Radio, and Spotify, and you already know what this is. We are the Listen Doctor Radio. Wow, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Listen Doctor Radio. What's good? What's good? Man, we got some fucked up news coming from out of Queens, New York today, man. I'm not going to keep y'all long. We got some fucked up news coming from out of Queens, New York. A young couple, you should say young couple. I don't know if you call them young or not. The father is 38 and the, I think, wife or girlfriend or whatever, she's 28. These two individuals, there's some fuck shit. And you guys know what we do on this channel. We all about men's rights and kids' rights. Someone had to speak up for kids because a lot of people don't speak up for kids. And I'm a kid advocate. I really am, because I wish I had somebody to speak up for me when I was going through the shit I was going through when I was a kid. Nobody wanted to speak up. But in this case, man, someone did speak up. These two couples, before we get into the story, these two couples left a 1-year-old little boy in a hot-ass car. Now, I know I'm big, right? I know I'm big. I'm kind of husky. Sitting in the sun, me walking to like not even fucking 100 steps, not even 100 feet to my mailbox. Me walking there and I sweat. So I know a hot-ass car with a baby in it, that baby had to be sweating hot. You can imagine the terrified that baby was going through being in a hot-ass car in the summertime in New York, of all places. This baby, when they took him out the car, they said the baby was so red with so much sores on his face, blisters on his face, that he was crying hysterically. He was just kept crying. So I want you guys to watch the story, and I'm going to give you guys my input on it. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong about what I have to say about it. Here we go. Here's a new story from the CBS News in New York. All right, let's get it. Not that. Always have that shit playing. 1 second. It's crazy, y'all. Just wait. Just wait. All right, there we go.
I'm Carolyn Gussoff outside Nassau County Arraignment Court, where a Flushing couple is accused of reckless endangerment for allegedly leaving their baby boy locked inside a sweltering hot car. It happened yesterday afternoon outside the luxury Americana Mall in Manhasset in the afternoon heat. Police say Xingxiao Zhao, 34 years old, and Lu, 28 years old, both a mother and father of a 1-year-old, parked their Mercedes in front of a high-end jewelry store, leaving that baby son sleeping in a rear child seat. Witnesses noticed the infant was alone, crying and sweating, but were unable to open the door and notify police, who found the car not running and the child in distress. The air conditioning off, the windows open just a tiny bit, they said in court. Officers broke a window and removed the baby, who was crying, red in color and drenched in sweat. Now, police today say that the child was in that car for about an hour. In court just a few moments ago, prosecutors say that when they arrived back at the car, they asked police, "What's wrong?" Well, what's wrong is that child was in distress, was taken to a hospital, is expected to be okay. The father has been arraigned and has been told there is an order of protection. He must take a parenting course and agree that the child will not be placed in any more danger. In Hempstead, Long Island, Carolyn Gussoff, CBS 2 News.
All right. Now, I wanna see what y'all think about the last part. They said the father was told that he was in protective custody. He's going to be in protective custody, meaning a restraining order on, I guess, the baby or the mom. And then he has to take parenting classes. So the mom don't have to take parenting classes, is what you're trying to tell me? What do I tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen, on this channel? What do I tell y'all on this channel? It does not matter what a woman does. She's never held accountable for shit she does. Never. Women in America can break, like the guy said last night. A woman can break your car window. Break your car window. Stab you. Soon as you put your hand on a female, you have some man that's out there saying what? Don't put your hand on her. She's a female, man. That's a female. But the female didn't have a problem punching me in my face. The female didn't have a problem stabbing me. The female didn't have a problem breaking my motherfucking window out. The female didn't have a problem cheating on me. The female didn't have a problem saying, yeah, I treat your kids like shit. What you gonna do? They have no problem with that because they don't give a fuck, because they not hold accountable. They are never hold accountable for anything that they does. Nothing. Prime example. If a man was crying, sitting in the corner crying, right? Nobody will feel sorry for him. If a female, don't matter if she ugly, fat, white, black, white, whatever, purple, if she was standing in the corner crying, everyone would feel sorry for her because she's a female. Females are never held accountable. And that's the thing in this case. They both left the fucking baby in the hot ass car. They both knew what the fuck they were doing. Going in the store to go shop. For what? I don't know what. But you was in a Gucci store and a jewelry store, and they said they came back. This the next story for the same story. They said they came back 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes to check on his baby. Who the fuck comes back every 30 minutes to check on a baby? Who does that? And you left the car not running. So you had enough sense to leave your car not running so somebody won't steal it. But you ain't have enough sense to leave the fucking, take your baby with you. No, we didn't want to take him out because we didn't want to wake him up. What? Who does that? Here's the next story on this one. And I feel sorry for a lot of the kids that come into the world today, because as a parent, as a person that wants children, and we can't have them right now. We didn't have a couple of complications. I'm really surprised that they haven't put into law. I say they should put in law, for the people that don't know, they should put in law that you should have to have a psychological test before you can have a baby. I ain't mean the person should be in the room while you having sex. That's what I'm talking about. When you get pregnant and you know you're pregnant, you go to your OBGYN, she tell you she's pregnant, blah, 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 it's going to be a girl or whatever. It should be mandatory that you have to have a psychological test right then and there. If you cannot pass that motherfucker, you cannot have that baby. It's aborted. Or you giving it up for adoption immediately. Because guess what? That is the reason why you have today people raising kids and they fucking kids themselves. Y'all don't take me saying what I'm saying is true. They have a whole TV show that's called Teen Moms. In what world is that fucking good? You have a whole TV show on a major TV platform, MTV, called Teen Moms. You basically letting children know that it's okay to have kids. Keep having them. Because guess what? Mommy and daddy gonna have to raise the motherfucker. Because you ain't gonna want to drop out of school. You ain't gonna want to miss your prom. You ain't gonna want to miss all this shit that you supposed to do as a kid. Kids cannot be kids anymore. And that's the problem. But listen to what these stupid motherfuckers said. They came back every 15 minutes to check on his, every 30 minutes to check on his baby. They thought that was enough time for to come back to check on a fucking baby.
I'm Carolyn Gus.
That they left in a hot ass car in New York. I want y'all to listen to this stupid ass shit, because when I saw it, when somebody sent it to me yesterday, I was like, man, this shit is not real. This is fake ass shit. But you would be wrong.
Now at 5:30, new video and new information about the New York.
Check this out. This is the next story on this same story on the next TV news station in New York. This is what they have to cover and said about the parents. And watch the fake ass police officer. Watch the fake ass police officer what he said, and watch how people react to when he said what he said. But I want y'all to understand that the mom did not go. They arrested both parents, and then she didn't have nothing get brought on her, no charges. But let's check this out.
The New York City couple arrested on charges of reckless endangerment for allegedly leaving their 1-year-old son alone for an hour inside a locked car on a hot, humid day. And this video shows the moment police arrived, had to break through the car windows.
They had to break the fucking car window in. The police officer had to break the car window in. They got enough money to be riding around in a motherfucking Mercedes coupe. This is a Mercedes. That ain't cheap, man. That ain't cheap at all. They didn't have enough money to get a fucking babysitter.
Reach a crying baby as a crowd looked on. The parents nowhere in sight. News 4's Paisy Chang is live in Manhasset where this all happened. Paisy?
Yeah, Natalie, police, the parents say they didn't want to wake a sleeping child. And so they told police that they set an alarm on their phone for every 25 minutes and they would go back and check on their son. But police say that this baby was inside a hot car for nearly an hour on an 80-degree day. By the time they rescued him, his face was red, his skin was warm to the touch, and he was screaming hysterically. It was a desperate attempt to save this baby locked inside this hot car.
It was a very stressing situation.
Artie Mullah works at London Jewelers, which is where the car was parked. He captured it on video. By the time police got the baby out, Mullah says the baby was red in the face and crying hysterically.
The baby was left unattended in the hot car for 59 minutes. A 1-year-old child. No water, no fluids, no air conditioning, locked in that car.
According to security video obtained exclusively by News 4, the parents parked their car around 1:48 p.m. yesterday. Police say they left the window open to crack and both went shopping. The video shows them returning twice, once at 2:17 and again at 2:21, but still left the baby inside. It was around 2:35 that someone noticed the baby. Good Samaritans can be seen on video trying to help.
Everybody was trying to do the best they could to get the baby out of the car until the officers responded. See, the baby, I can hear his voice now. Yeah. He's also scared.
After police broke the window, the baby was brought inside the jewelry store where a Good Samaritan tried to comfort him. The boy's parents returned to the car around 3 p.m., startled by the police response. She was able to hug her son, but shortly after both parents were arrested, their car impounded. 35-year-old Jean Tai Zhou and 28-year-old Lu Lu were charged with reckless endangerment and endangering the welfare of a child. Commissioner Ryder says this is a warning to all parents.
Most of us have had children. You leave a 1-year-old child alone for 30 seconds, the world changes. They left them every 25 minutes. They thought it was okay to come back and check every 25 minutes.
After the parents were arrested, the baby was put into the care of relatives. Meanwhile, neither parent made a plea today. They didn't have to. They're going to go to court in a couple of weeks. But in the meantime, the judge ordered both of them to take parenting classes. Reporting live from Manhasset tonight, Paisy Chang, News 4 New York.
When you plan and schedule your social media with Later, you can book.
You heard they said the judge ordered both parents to get parenting classes. Fuck parenting classes. You don't need parenting classes to know you're not supposed to leave a baby in a hot-ass car. What teacher, what instructor is going to sit up there and tell you, How can you sit in a class and the class instructor or the people that's teaching this shit supposed to say, okay, rule number 1, parents, not to leave your child in the car. That's something that's going to be on the board. Like, that's something that's on that board for the teacher to say. That's fucking common sense, my nigga. What I would do, fuck parenting classes, Judge. I hope you see this, Judge, in New York. I hope somebody sends you, because I got people in New York that watch me. I hope somebody sees me and sees you and bring it to your attention. I got a good punishment for them, Judge. And this is just me. Fuck parenting classes. Bring them bitches to New Orleans and let them sit in our weather for 4 hours with no AC on. Or better yet, take them motherfuckers to Arizona or Texas in the summer and let them sit in a car for 3 hours. 3 hours. 30 minutes. 20 minutes. 10 minutes. It don't even make sense, my nigga. This is like a story that you don't even think is true. Like, if you hear it, man, that shit ain't true. They can't be. You shitting me? An hour they left that baby in a car? An hour and she got to hug her child? While he went in handcuffs? I'm telling you guys, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Females can do no wrong. Even when a female do something wrong, you have somebody that's always saying what was going on with her, why she did it. Maybe she was stressed out. Maybe he was beating on her. Maybe she wanted to get away and she didn't know how to get away. Never take your responsibility. Take your responsibility. It's always a fucking way out for them. So if you always giving them a way out, they'll never have a fucking common sense to say, you know what? I know I shouldn't be leaving my child in the car. I wouldn't sit in that hot ass car. Why would I let him sit in a hot ass car with no water, with no AC? I see if you had your son or, you know, your teenage son sitting in the car. He had the car on, cutting the car on while they were sitting in the car. You had a Mercedes fucking Benz Jeep. And you did not even have enough money, or you didn't want to spend enough money on your child. That's why I created this channel. Kids Lives Matter. Fuck BLM. Fuck Black Lives Matters, because that shit don't even matter. Because if it mattered, the next story that I'm about to do will surely let you know that it don't matter, because black people don't think that it matters. Fuck the hashtag Black Lives Matters. How about a hashtag called Kids Lives Matters? Can we get that going? Can we get that hashtag? Can we get that, people? Can we get that out there in the world? Fuck the crate challenge. Fuck all that shit. Let's talk about these kids. Because these kids are paying for our mistakes. These kids are paying for the shit that we ain't doing. The things that we ain't preparing them for life. This is fucked up. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. I'm a listen doctor. Y'all put y'all comments at the bottom of the description box. Let me know, man, what y'all feel about it. Let me know if you think I was wrong. I kind of think I was a little bit too soft on them, because I wanted to call them every bitch in the book. But I have an interview later on today, and I can't stream that much. And I gotta have my voice okay for later, but I got an interview later for today. But y'all know they would have been every bitch in the book. And it's just sad to see it that here we go again. Women do some shit. They never hold accountable. This is the reason why men go off and kill women, because they never hold accountable. I did the story yesterday that I posted. A young lady killed the boy's mom, and they tried to make her seem like she was going through a mental problem. And she had a whole video. It was a video that she recorded herself on Instagram saying how she was going to kill her boyfriend's mom. Not because he cheated on her, y'all. Not because he left her. Because he wanted to leave Chicago. And she didn't want him to leave Chicago. So instead of him leaving Chicago, I'm going to kill his mama. So he'll never leave Chicago. That's what she thought. That makes sense, right? Appreciate you guys for coming. I'm the Doc. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. I see you guys when I see you. Peace.